Everything good with you? Okay.
Yeah.
Cleburne traffic, Mooney 9759 uniform.
There's a plane.
Right, left down.
We're going to be taxiing to the end of the runway.
How can the GoPro see the propeller but we can't?
Good question. It has something to do with how the optics, the lenses and catch movement. Well, my friend Jerry's coming in. I'm going to probably watch him land. I just heard my friend on the radio. His airplane is 7900 Zulu. It's his first trip solo by himself. He's a student, but
Cleburne traffic,
that's him.
Cessna 00 Zulu, turning final 33.
I see him.
That's my friend.
For traffic, Air Track 477, turning for the left hour, runway 33.
How coincidental. Look at his numbers, 7900 Zulu. Come on, Jerry, get it on the ground. He's about to touch. Perfect, right on the white stripes. Perfect. Perfect landing for Jerry. Perfect landing, Weber.
How you there, bud?
Are there parachutes?
33 at Golf.
No, we don't have parachutes.
Cleburne.
I don't want to fly anymore. I still do.
Yeah, the airplane's a great glider. If this engine quits working, I'm a glider.
You'll just glide and find an empty field to land in.
That's my job, to find the empty field. Okay, I have to do a checklist. Before you take off, you have another checklist to do for safety. See, we're past starting engine. Taxi, we already taxied. Flip over here before takeoff. Set the brakes, fuller tank, passenger briefing.
This fuel is almost empty.
Final for runway 33.
That's the left tank, and here's the right tank. So we got more fuel in the right tank, basically. That's what. And then I have this thing that says we have 18 gallons. So I've double checked my fuel, but fuel is very important. We're actually ready.
Student 2.
It is. See that ATP on the tail? It says ATP. Cleburne traffic, Skyhawk 02 Victor, taking the active 33, departing 33, turn out to the west, Cleburne. Let's rock and roll. So I'm going to line up on the center line. There's my windsock. There's an airplane on downwind, but he's not close yet. Okay, you're on the runway, buddy.
Entered runway 33, 5,600 feet remaining.
If we dropped a rock, it would fall about 1,800 feet.
If you dropped a rock and it hit someone, it would probably kill them or give them a concussion.
Oh, that wouldn't be good. You're exactly right.
I feel like I'm in satellite mode looking at maps.
Isn't that cool?
There's a lot of ponds.
Stevens County traffic.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how many people have a little, the farmers call them tanks, but they're little lakes. The farmers call them tanks. You're an excellent passenger.
I like how there's trees planted in straight lines to show the border of properties.
You know why a lot of those trees, they weren't really planted by humans? The birds sit on the fence posts. Those are fence lines, and the birds sit on the fence posts. They eat the seeds, and they kind of poop it out, and then it grows into a tree. How cool is that?
So that's why it shows people's properties.
Did you hear him say jumpers on the radio? Jumpers? You know what that means?
People jumping out of a plane?
Exactly. They're parachute club. Some parachute group is jumping out to open their parachutes. Why would you want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane?
For fun. Skydiving.
Exactly. That's why they do it.
There were some jumpers on Thanksgiving too.
Jumpers away. That's what the pilot.
Traffic check 98.
They have
2.5 out across midfield.
They have to announce it so other airplanes will kind of stay away from that area.
I'm looking for a Walmart.
There's not one out here. A Walmart will be a big giant rooftop.
I remember we flew to a river last time.
It's probably this one. This is a road that goes down to the river. I'm glad you went flying with me today.
I like flying.
It's like it's what God sees. God looks down. It's what God sees.
Just a little higher up.
Yeah, I think he's got a bigger vision.
What's that river called?
The Brazos. It's Spanish for mussel. The Brazos River. Brazos. See those round circles?
Yeah.
You know what's going on there?
Irrigation.
Exactly. Good answer. So they have a sprinkler system that's in a circle.
At first I thought it was crop circles.
Yeah.
Irrigation circles are hitting each other.
Yeah.
And the fourth of the irrigation circle looks like a baseball field.
Yeah, it kind of does.
What's that big dark area?
Left downwind 3.
That looks like mountains.
Where you kind of point to it down, straight down. Look, that's where they're pulling sand. They're digging up sand to make maybe concrete or make house foundation. Where else? Let's go over to the state park. So this is kind of a housing development with real big houses. All out here, I don't see any straight down, but over there, there's a golf course over there and houses with swimming pools.
I see a big brown house with a green roof, like one of my houses in Minecraft.
Oh, really?
There's a little island in that lake. That lake kind of is shaped like a ribeye steak.
It is. No, it looks like Michigan.
Michigan with an I.
Traffic down to 991 Papa Alpha, turning left base 33 Cleburne.
I see a house with a gold roof.
Oh yeah, it's reflecting. It's kind of shiny, isn't it?
I see another big lake.
Yeah, that's the state park.
And there's a very blue water beach. I see smoke.
Let's go over that smoke and we'll figure out what's burning. When you see smoke from an airplane, you know which way the wind's coming from, at least at the surface. It could be different up here. So let's see what's going on where they're burning smoke, where they're making smoke. So that's Cleburne State Park. That's kind of the main place you can go walk out on the dock and do some fishing. You can walk all the way around the lake.
The cars look like teeny tiny cars for ants.
I see a little white one beside the lake on the street. There's a white one going under a tree.
I see a white truck.
Yeah, white truck.
Going towards that parking lot.
Yeah. How cool. There's an old bridge over here somewhere that crosses the river.
Wait, there's the bridge.
There it is. It's the old one and the new one. Yahoo! We're right on top of it. It's an old rusty looking bridge.
Maneuvering above the lake at 3,500.
And then there's a brand new one.
And then there's a brand new one right beside it.
Can you still go on the old bridge?
Yeah, you can walk out on it. You just can't drive a car.
I can see a lot of water below us.
We've had so much water, so much rain that there's no really sandy or gravelly bank. The bank's gone because the water's up so high.
On the runway, it's Cato. Are you going to back the end of the ramp or are you staying on the runway?
So turning steep doesn't make you feel bad?
No.
Yeah.
But when I'm looking straight down, it kind of bothers me.
Well, just don't fall out. You're okay. Where's that train. You know what? That train is super fast. That's passenger. That's called the Amtrak train. I've never taken a train trip. Have you?
Once on a Thomas the Train engine train.
Oh, yeah. 0, 3 miles to the south, low level 1,000 feet. Inbound, we'll
It goes like right at the zoo. How do you speed up on a plane?
This is the gas pedal, and really, you don't have tires, you have the propeller, and so this makes the propeller go. If I push this in, you'll see that go up. Now we're going faster.
There's a train that's stopping the other train.
Oh, really?
Wait,
it's
there's
a side.
2 tracks.
Yeah, it's a side track. They call it a side track, where one train that needs to keep going, the other one can get out of the way.
We're flying over the Bobcats football field, baseball field, and softball field.
So Bobcats must be the town right there. There should be a little bitty town.
Upwind.
Yeah, behind you over there is some streets.
To the northeast.
That's called Blum. The name of that town is Blum.
Blum Bobcats.
Yeah, Blum Bobcats.
How do they know where to put a sidetrack?
Just I don't know, the railroad companies, where's a good place to pull off a bunch of cars and get them out of the way for the other Amtrak that carries passengers.
Can you go upside down?
Well, you can, but I'm not really safe to do that. I haven't practiced. In an airplane, you need to have an instructor teach to do things. Those are called aerobatic maneuvers, and I don't want to. Not with you in the airplane, I'm not going to practice.
There's another football field, softball field, and baseball field.
Yeah, that's the Rio Vista Eagles, maybe? What are their names? The Rio Vista...
Fly over the football field and I can see...
But you wanted a hamburger. It says Eagles. I'm pretty sure it says Eagles. And you can see a baseball field, too, but I don't...
Yeah, that says Eagles.
Hey, look, there must be another side track. I see another train.
There's some flatbed cars and some... boxcars.
Boxcars. Cleburne traffic, Skyhawk 02 Victor. We're about 5 south of the field, landing Cleburne. Okay.
The propeller is spinning so fast you can't even tell there is one.
No, the camera can see it for some reason.
I don't know how
Can you see the runway?
GoPro can see the propeller, but I can't.
No, I can't either. Can you see the runway? It's about 12 o'clock. They call that position when you look around.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Cleburne traffic, Skyhawk 02 Victor, 3 mile final for 33 full stop Cleburne.
There's a helicopter.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, over by the fuel pumps. I have one more announcement. I have to tell them when I'm off the active. Cleburne traffic, Skyhawk 02 Victor, clear of the active on Golf. Cleburne. Look, airplane with no propeller. Did you notice?
Why'd they take it off?
I don't know, but it ain't gonna fly without one. We had a great day. This is one of the best days ever for taking a new passenger.
That's only been once or twice.
Yeah. Well, now you know a whole lot about flying that you didn't know before.